Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. And today's starting pitcher, Eury Perez.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
And stepping in for New York, Carson Bench. The wind of the pitch. That clips the zone, and we're off and rolling in Miami. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one ran inside, almost got him. The 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Righty to the plate. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
To the right side, Edwards. On to first. One up, one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, you know, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day in and day out.
One down, base is empty.
Outside, that's the ball.
Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
2-2 now. That one missed.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And a pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The pitch. And that's ball four.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Now the youngster Juan Soto. This guy has turned into a beast. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Chris Soto was a runner-up for the National League Rookie of the Year in 2018 to Ronald Acuna Jr. and then a runner-up for the MVP in 2021 to Bryce Harper. Is this a guy you think could win an MVP somewhere down the line?
No, I expect him to, and not just one. I think more than one MVP, considering how young he was when he got to the big leagues, just 19.
One now. And that's in for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Offense held in check there. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Back here at the ballpark, and on the hill in this one, Tobias Myers. What do we have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. And here it comes. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. The pitch. And strike two. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The pitch. And down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. Ball one there. The 1-0. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Line drive. Taylor makes the grab on the run. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. That's in there. That's strike one. The pitch. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And a swing and a miss down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Scoreless after one. Welcome back. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. And first offering is fouled off. out front for strike two. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a guy out there coming at you with high velocity.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That's a little bit low. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And now the count is even. Kicks and fires. Gets a piece and stays alive.
You're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Here's a 2-2. In the dirt. The throw to first. One up, one down.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Down the third baseman, Brett Beatty. First offering, misses the mark. Second inning here, no score. That one misses. Ball two. Good eye right there. Three-0 down. They say you win. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Left-hand hitter waits. And he walked him.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
One down. Here is Marcus Semien. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Chris, how about the 2021 season for Marcus Semien? He was an all-star, and he hit 45 home runs. Beatty stands at first with one out. Next one off the plate inside. And the count is 1-1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here's the left fielder, M.J. Melendez. And first offering is fouled off. One of the other aspects with Marcus Semien, when he first came up with Oakland, he really struggled defensively, and he worked so hard. Ron Washington, a guy that helped him out, he ultimately ended up earning a Gold Glove.
Yeah, Ron Washington has helped out so many infielders over the years. He's even willing to work with guys in the opposing teams. We saw him in the All-Star game working with NL East rival Pete Alonso.
And he deals. In the dirt, blocked. He's in there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Runner at second, 2 down. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Miami, bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Kyle Stowers. And the right-hander back to work. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And at the plate for Miami, number 87. And first offering is fouled off. Oh, 1 down. On the ground, out to short. And it gets by him. Here's the throw to the plate. And they got him. Aggressive base running to try and score after the miscue, but it backfires.
That's an excellent job. That's the way to come up firing right there. Very aggressive and ready to show off the arm. Keeps the run from scoring.
Yuri Ruiz, the next up for the Marlins. That one hit to right. Taylor moving under it and makes the grab. And there are 2 outs.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Owen Casey. Out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. Marlins leave 1. We'll move to the third with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. First pitch, and he just misses. Torrens measures 6 feet even in the 8th spot in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. And the 1-0. And fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And the righty deals. And now 1-2. Next offering in the dirt. And it's 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Here comes the pitch. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. Off the mark there, and that is ball one. Righty delivers. That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Runner at first with no outs here. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Number 87 under it. Drops into the glove. 1 away. So up next for New York, Carson Bench. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Sheesh. Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Bichette stands in here, takes ball 1 low. He reached out a walk his first time.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And a 1-1. And that one fouled off. And the right-hander deals. And a swing and a miss. Now 2 out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's Juan Soto. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. At the belt and fires. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The 0-2. Called out on strikes. Big time third strike to end the inning against a real threat. 2 left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now here is Agustin Ramirez. The right-hander back to work. And that one missing low. Ramirez, in his rookie season, just 21 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that one hammered. That's back there. And gone! He sends a rocket to left, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And now here is number 8. First offering, and it just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor moving under it. And there's one down.
Now back, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one cutting but missing down low. Lace down the line, could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So a man aboard, Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 so far. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. Edwards, the runner at second with one away. Next offering is down low. Just missed.
That ball went out.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That misses. And that's ball 1. Two outs and one in scoring position. Next pitch misses way outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And that is the third out of the inning. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back. And now it's Mark Vientos. The wind and the pitch. They say you win.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Fly ball down the line. Casey hauls it in, and there's one away. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And ball one. Check swing. No appeal. And that's ball two. And that misses off the outside edge. Left-hand batter waits. There's a strike. The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with two strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Now it's Marcus Semien. His first at-bat was a strikeout. That's in there. Strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 0-2 now. Struck him out looking. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Kyle Stowers. And the first pitch misses for ball one. That's in there.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and one gone.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
The next offering misses. 2-0.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much out.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And up next for Miami, Yuri Ruiz. Flied out his first time. Misses outside. Ball 1. One out and a runner at second. They say you win. The 1-1. Hit weakly on the ground. Now the throw to first on the run. 2 away. Owen Casey, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Carrying. Oh! He made him pay for that one, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. And here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. And that's in there for strike 1. Kicks and deals. Strike 2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing right there. As a pitcher, got to be hunting for that strikeout. Keep him off balance. Send him back to the dugout.
The 0-2. Shoots a line drive single into right center.
Everything came together for him. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And now for the Marlins, number 8. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Righty to the plate. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. That one off the mark. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
It's a good take.
Next offering way off the plate.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Right through there, got him. Good job at damage control right there. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started, and stepping in for New York, MJ Melendez. Perez back to work. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The wind of the pitch. And that's a little high.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The 1-1. On the ground. And it gets by him.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. That's towards center. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Tyrone Taylor will hit next. In there at the knees, and that's strike 1. The pitch.
Ball 1.
Line drive, caught. They put the tag on him, and that's a double play to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the inning, and now Xavier Edwards. And the pitch. On the corner for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Next pitch misses, and the count even 1-1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch misses, and the count is 2-2. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's the first baseman, Liam Hicks. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
And here it comes. And now 2-0. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Sean Manaea, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Razoban, the right-hander, loosening up as well. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The pitch. Stays alive. And down on strikes he goes. That's the second out. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Connor Norby now at the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Kicks and fires. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. The pitch. Foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Two down, nobody on. That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Two outs, runner at first. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. And he deals. Check swing, went around, and it's 1-1. Next offering is outside.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Left-hand hitter waits. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
2-2. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Baden makes a nice grab at a full sprint. One left for Miami, but they lead at 3-0. Back here in Miami, and now the center fielder, Carson Bench. Perez back to work. That one missed. Bench, in his rookie season, only 20 years old. And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2019. The pitch. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Number 43 up and throwing. Here comes a pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. And a pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's down and in.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Righty delivers. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And out of here. Bo Bichette blasts one out, and they add a pair. It's 3-2.
When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Yuri Perez won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher now, Cade Gibson.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Juan Soto now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The pitch. Tried to check his swing, appeal to third, and he won around. Just enough that time. The wind of the pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. Next offering misses down and away. Left-hand batter waits. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos. First pitch just misses. Vientos measures 6 feet 4 inches, 185 pounds, usually a third baseman, but today he's starting at first. The lefty, the 1-0. And there's a ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Two and 1 now. And another ball. That's to third. Fair ball.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Brett Beatty digs in now. First offering misses the mark. Vientos leads off first with one away. One, two now. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No, he held up. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike three.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer it that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
At the belt and fires. There's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. Mets draw closer thanks to the home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Sean Manaea.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Number 87 getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Manaea, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2013. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. And now the lefty.
Ball 2.
Way high. And now it's filled up.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a pitch. In the air to left center, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Yuri Ruiz, the next up for the Marlins. That one's in there. That's strike one. Nobody out. Runner at first. Snap throw to first. And he's back in safely. And the 0-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it stays fair. And that's a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So up next, Owen Casey. He's already homered in this game. First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The next pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Next offering is fouled back. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Center field. Bench sizes this one up. Snags it on the run. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That catches the corner. And that's too high. Two 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away. And at the plate for Miami, number 8. First offering, and it just misses.
Counts 1-0.
And a foul ball. Man at second. That misses. 2-1. And a strike on the outside edge. Two now. High fly ball down the left field line. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 5-2. Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Xavier Edwards. 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone. In the air, left field. Melendez going after it. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. Marlins 5 and the Mets 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Anthony Bender.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
MJ Melendez now at the plate. And the pitch. And that one is in for a strike. 0-1. Out towards right center field. Number 87 under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. First offering misses the mark.
Ball 1, no strike.
On the inside corner for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
1 gone, runner at first. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. There's a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Kicks and deals. Foul ball there.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Curve in the dirt, kicks away. He's into second easily on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. And that one almost got him. Runner leads away at second. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Bounced up the middle. Whips it to first. Got him. Back to the top of the Mets order. Carson bench up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. In there, and it's 0-1. Two outs with a runner at third. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. swings at the bender for the strikeout. Mets strand one. They trail at 5-2. Welcome back. And here is Liam Hicks. A wind to kick the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Manaea, a guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement. Not close with that one. And it's a ball and a strike.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettitte as far as how sharp that breaking ball is.
Next one in the dirt.
Boog, I think sometimes it's best to go up there and actually look for the breaking ball, because if you're trying to hit the fastball and adjust to that breaking ball, which you know he wants to put you away with, you're just going to swing and miss. Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And here it comes. And a good eye there. The other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch just misses. Two outs. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And a ball evens the count. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
The wind to the pitch. And now it's filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. And the Marlins down quietly. And it remains 5-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 53. Bichette digs in now. The pitch. And that one clips the corner.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Next one misses, and it's 1-1.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
That's hard hit on the line. Brings it in. 1 down. And now it's Juan Soto. In there for strike one. Ripped on a line. They get the out on Soto. And there's two away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Now it's going to be Mark Vientos. They say you win. Chop to the right side, and he picks it up in foul territory. Oh and 2 now. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. And the deficit remains 5-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Brooks Raley.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Here's the center fielder, number 87. The wind of the pitch. That one misses. 1-0. Left-hand hitter waits.
No, inside.
And there's the strike. Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's the first out.
Good horizontal movement on that curveball right there, and just enough to get him to chase it. He placed it just off the corner, and that's one of those where a pitcher says if he's going to miss, he's going to miss off the plate. So really good job. Great pitch for the punch out.
Digging in, Yuri Ruiz. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. And he deals. That clips a corner. Got him swinging.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Casey, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And it's even up. Swing and a miss. The pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Tyler Phillips.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Now at the plate, Brett Beatty. That one's in there. 0-1. And the right-hander deals.
Nope. Outside.
That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that's in for a strike. And the 2-2. Just missed. Three, 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Man at first, Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
The 0-1. Fought off foul. Baden on at first. Nobody out. Next offering misses. 1-2 to count.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. And that's outside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Righty delivers. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Righty to the plate. Slow roller to third. Norby fires to second for 1. Over to first. Safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
MJ Melendez up now for the Mets. There's a strike.
0-1 for count.
And the righty deals. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Right-handed reliever. Out to short. And it gets by him.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And now, Luis Torrens. That misses. Ball one.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
The tying run at the plate. Yeah, that skips in the dirt.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Around third. He'll score, and it's now a 2-run game.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Bounce to third. Down the line, and it's foul. The 0-1. Line drive. That's a base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. Really important at bat coming up now.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Carson Bench. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 0-2. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Got him. Double play just when they needed it most. What a finish.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for these guys today.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.